Now, let's see what the weather is like today. In the north of the country, it's very windy and cold. There is a chance of some rain too, so don't leave home without your umbrella. The temperature is around 10 degrees centigrade. In the east, it's rainy all day today, I'm afraid. There may be a thunderstorm in the afternoon. The temperature is a bit higher at around 13 degrees. In the west and middle of the country, the weather is dry but cloudy. So, no rain for you, but it is quite windy, and the temperature is just 10 degrees. The south of the country has the best weather today. It's cloudy most of the time, but sunny this afternoon. The temperature is around 15 degrees.
Hello, I'm Peter. Today I am going to talk about my favorite season. Out of all the seasons, I like summer the best. I love it because of the sunny weather and fun things I can do. When it's warm, I love to ride my bike and hang out with my friends in the park. When it's really hot, my parents take my brother and me to the movie theater to watch horror movies. We often eat popsicles when it is really hot, too. Summer is always full of so many fun things.
Peter? Is that you? What a surprise! What are you doing here?
I'm going to the river. It's perfect weather to go inline skating today. Where are you going, Judy?
I'm going to the department store to buy a new swimsuit for tomorrow.
What are you going to do tomorrow?
I am going to the beach tomorrow with my parents. Hey, do you want to join us?
Sure, I'd love to.
We can do something exciting like canoeing or jet skiing.
That sounds too tiring for me. I want to do something that doesn't involve too much energy.
How about sailing?
That sounds wonderful.
Great! Don't forget to bring your hat, sunscreen, swimsuit, and sunglasses.
Hey, Hannah. How was your winter holiday?
Hey, Jack. It was nice. I just stayed at home and made Christmas decorations with my family. My favorite day was when it snowed. I made snowmen, snow angels, and had a huge snowball fight with my brother. What about you?
I had a great holiday. My family and I went caravanning around Canada for 2 weeks. We mostly just drove around, but every once in a while we stopped off and did fun things. Some of my favorite activities were ice fishing, playing ice hockey, and making campfires.
Wow! That must have been so fun.
I think it was my best winter holiday so far.
Lucky you. I hope next winter my family decides to take a trip. I would love to go caravanning around Canada. 1. Penny did not go anywhere this winter. She stayed home beside the fireplace and roasted marshmallows. 2. Kate went mountain climbing with her family in Canada. 3. Jackie spent most of her winter vacation at home, under a soft, warm blanket, reading books. 4. Tim went caravanning in Finland for 3 weeks with his family.
Ice hockey is one of the most popular winter sports. It is very popular in cold weather countries like Canada, Russia, and the Czech Republic. In those countries, kids play ice hockey on frozen ponds and rivers. Things you need to play ice hockey are hockey skates, a hockey stick, and a puck. Ice hockey is a great winter sport.
Good morning, Mrs. Green.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed your winter break. Let's talk about what we did. I will start with mine. I went skiing and snowboarding with my family. We stayed in a hotel for 3 nights and skied every day. It was great.
Wow! That must have been fun.
It was. Tom, what did you do?
Not much. I had a big snowball fight and made Christmas decorations with my brother.
That sounds like fun. Mel, what about you?
I went sledding at my grandparents' house.
Cool. Jack, what did you do?
I went ice fishing with my dad.
Sounds interesting. It's so wonderful to have you all back in class. Now, let's hand in the homework I assigned before the holiday.
Aww!
Have you finished your homework yet?
Almost. Done. Do you want to listen to my speech about the Sahara Desert?
Go ahead.
Okay, here it goes. The Sahara Desert is the hottest place in the world. It is in northern Africa and covers 11 countries. It is really hot there because it's near the equator. The desert is the same size as the United States. Only a few animals live there, like camels, goats, and vipers. And only a few plants can live there, like cactuses and olive trees. Not many people live there either, because there isn't enough water. There are even huge sand dunes as high as 180 meters.
That was very interesting, but it needs a little more information. It might be better to include some facts about the climate.
Oh, I completely forgot to write about that. How about if I add this, Mom? The average temperature in the Sahara Desert is over 30 degrees, but it can be as high as 50 degrees during the hot period.
It sounds much better. Good luck in class tomorrow. 1. Lisa wants to go to the Amazon because she wants to see some piranhas. They are meat-eating fish. 2. Mark wants to go to Egypt because he wants to see the pyramids. They are thousands of years old. 3. Kevin wants to go to Hawaii because he wants to see bottlenose dolphins. They are very smart animals and show great curiosity to humans. 4. Max wants to go to Thailand because he wants to see coral reefs. They are very colorful and full of life.
There are many hot places around the world, but today we are only going to talk about 2: deserts and rainforests. Deserts are large, dry areas of land. They have very little rain, and not many people or animals can survive in them. Some famous deserts are the Sahara Desert and the Kalahari Desert. Tropical rainforests, on the other hand, receive lots of rain. Rainforests are full of plants and animals. The largest one is the Amazon rainforest. Even though deserts and rainforests are both hot places, they differ in many ways.
John, hurry! The documentary on Greenland just started.
I'm coming, Melinda. Don't forget to record it for our assignment.
Welcome to
Greenland is really cold, and it's covered with snow and ice. It is also the largest island in the world.
It's beautiful. Look at the cute polar bears and dogs. I wish I could live there.
You can only live along the coast because most of the island is covered with ice.
Well, I will live on the coast then. Look, what are they doing?
Looks like an ice fishing festival and a dog sled race.
That dog sled race seems a bit cruel if you ask me. Look at the dogs. They seem so exhausted.
Well, I guess it is part of their culture. Now let's gather the information we wrote and start our assignment. Show me your notes.
Oops, I didn't write anything down.
Scientists have discovered what most of us already know. Being outside has positive effects on human health. Spending time outdoors can also help to reduce the chance of being overweight. One of the benefits of being outside is positive effect on personal relationship. When people are outside, they tend to do things together, which leads to an improved social life. Stress reduction is also one of the biggest benefits of spending time outdoors. When people spend time in nature, such as at a park, they experience more positive feelings and fewer negative ones. Besides these, fresh air can also help to increase the amount of oxygen in a person's body. Overall, spending time outdoors is crucial for human health.
1. The average temperature of eastern Siberia, Russia, ranges from minus 20 degrees Celsius to minus 11 degrees Celsius. The area is habitable, but only around 900 permanent residents live there. 2. The northern part of Finland is one of the coldest places on Earth. Winter is 9 months long, with average temperatures of minus 20 degrees Celsius to minus 15 degrees Celsius. The area is habitable and quite a few people live there. 3. The northern part of Sweden has more than 7 months of winter. The average winter temperatures range from minus 15 degrees Celsius to minus 6 degrees Celsius. Many people live in this area. 4. The average temperature in the highlands of central Iceland is generally below minus 10 degrees Celsius. The highlands are uninhabitable because of glacier runs.
What is it like in Antarctica? It is the coldest place in the world, and the temperature there can reach minus 89 degrees. Almost all of the land is covered with snow and ice. Only a few kinds of animals, like penguins and seals, live there. There are no permanent human residents in Antarctica. The only human residents of Antarctica are the few thousand researchers who go there temporarily for research every year. They normally go to Antarctica just during the summer period because the climate during the other seasons is unbearable. What is it like in Antarctica? It is the coldest place in the world, and the temperature there can reach minus 89 degrees. Almost all of the land is covered with snow and ice. Only a few kinds of animals, like penguins and seals, live there. There are no permanent human residents in Antarctica. The only human residents of Antarctica are the few thousand researchers who go there temporarily for research every year. They normally go to Antarctica just during the summer period because the climate during the other seasons is unbearable.
How was your winter vacation, Jenny?
It was okay. I just stayed home and read books. How about you, Joe?
Did you do something special?
I went to Sweden and stayed in an ice hotel.
Wow, that sounds fun. So was everything made of ice?
Yes, the walls, beds, and even cups were made of ice.
How can you sleep on a bed made of ice? It must be freezing cold at night.
There are sleeping bags and animal furs on the bed to keep you warm.
Nice. What else did you do on your vacation?
Lots of things. We saw a dog sled race, went skiing, and even tried snowmobiling.
Cool. Sounds like you had an awesome vacation.
Hello?
Hey, Michael, it's Jane. You've got to come over.
Why? I am kind of busy right now, Jane.
Nothing. I just got a new pet rabbit.
Why did you get one of those ugly things?
It is not ugly. It's so cute. Its body is white with brown patches around its eyes and mouth, and its fur is very fuzzy and soft.
Jane, do you even know how to feed a rabbit?
Sure. It eats green stuff like lettuce, cucumbers, and other vegetables. It can even eat leftovers if they are vegetables.
I see.
Hey, I still haven't named him yet. Do you want to come over and we can think of a name together?
No thanks. I don't think rabbits are very interesting.
1.
Hi, I'm Helen. I have a cat with long white hair. His name is Potato. He loves climbing to high places and licking his paws.
2. My name is Jason, and I have a pet parrot. She's small and has red and yellow feathers. Her name is Lucy. She loves to repeat what I say.
3.
Hello, I'm Laura. I have a pet dog. He's small and has short brown and white fur. His name is Bruno. He loves playing frisbee and going for walks in the park.
4. Hi, I'm Phil. I have a pet goldfish. It has orange scales and its name is Cleopatra. It loves swimming in its bowl and looking for food.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kelly, and this is my pet dog, Mickey. He has silky white hair and droopy ears. I feed him dog food, but sometimes when he behaves or does something good, I give him tasty treats like sausages and steak. He is really special. Mickey brings the newspaper every morning and barks when strangers come by the door. I love Mickey. He is the only one who can comfort me when I feel gloomy. When I cry, he comes and licks the tears off my face. No ordinary dogs can do that. Only Mickey. Isn't he adorable?
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Andrew. What do you think of my new cat?
I have a cat allergy, Kathy.
Oh, so you don't like cats?
I like cats. I'm just allergic to them, so I can't be around them for very long.
That's sad. That means you can't raise any kind of pet?
No, I am just allergic to cats and dogs. Actually, I have a pet piranha.
Really? What is that?
A piranha is a meat-eating fish with sharp triangular teeth. My aunt who lives in Brazil bought it for me. It lives in an aquarium on my desk. Sometimes
I feed him live fish for a snack.
Whoa! That is scary. How big is it?
Mine is 15 centimeters long. Most are between 15 and 25 centimeters.
Cool. What is its name?
I named him Jaws because of his sharp teeth.
Nice name. I'll have to come and see him.
Good morning, class. I hope everyone remembered to prepare their presentations on unusual pets. Who wants to start?
Oh, I do. Mrs. Green, can I present mine?
Sure. Go ahead.
I researched wallabies. They're like miniature kangaroos. They come from Australia. They make great pets because they have a relaxed and friendly character. They eat vegetables and grass. You can keep them in your house when they are young, but when they're old, it is better to keep them in your backyard. That is because they become more active and want to jump around everywhere.
Very good, Zach. Anyone else?
Me!
1. Pot-bellied pigs are great pets because they have a gentle and quiet character. They eat almost everything, so feeding them is real easy. They usually live to be around 14 years old. 2. Corn snakes have beautiful color patterns on their bodies. They eat living things such as mice, frogs, and insects. They usually live to be around 15 years old. 3. Hedgehogs' backs are covered with short spikes, and their bellies are covered with white fur. They roll their body into a ball when they are frightened. They eat insects and usually live to be around 5 years old. 4. Sugar gliders have tails that are longer than their body. Their fur is usually gray with black and white patches. They love to eat fruits and vegetables, and they live to be around 14 years old.
Do you want a pet that is special or unusual? Then why don't you come around to Uncle Toby's pet shop? We have cute skunks for sale in our store right now. Skunks can be great pets because they are very intelligent. Also, skunks are curious, playful, active, and friendly. That makes them tons of fun to play with. But remember never to scare a skunk, because they will leave a smell you will never forget.
Tamerlane, 1336 to 1405, was a very strong Mongol leader. He and his soldiers fought until Tamerlane became the ruler of all Central Asia. Rulers of other countries wanted to make friends with Tamerlane. It was safer to be friends than enemies. Ambassadors from many countries took gifts to Tamerlane. They took beautiful cloth, jewelry, gold, and silver. They often tried to take something unusual as a gift, too. In 1404, near the end of Tamerlane's life, an Egyptian ambassador arrived in Samarkand. This was where Tamerlane lived. The ambassador and his men traveled on horses and camels. They brought a giraffe from Africa as a gift. Egyptian camels and horses were used to walking in the desert. They did it all the time. A giraffe is not used to the desert. But this giraffe walked 5,000 kilometers from Cairo to Samarkand.
Listen to a story about the people who climbed the highest mountain in the world.
Sir Edmund Hillary. Edmund Hillary was born in New Zealand in 1919. He was fond of climbing and trained in New Zealand and in the Alps, 7 expeditions tried to climb the world's highest mountain, Mount Everest in Himalayas, which is 8,850 kilometers high. In 1933, the 8th expedition was organized in Britain, and Edmund decided to join it. In May, the alpinists began to climb the mountain. They regularly stopped and built camps along the way, where they could leave their food and things. It took them 28 days to get to the South Peak. All of them were very tired. But 2 of them, Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay from Nepal, decided to go on climbing. They left the camp early in the morning. After 5 hours, on May the 29th, they were at the top of Everest. They took pictures which were sent round the world. Queen Elizabeth II knighted Edmund Hillary, and Tenzing Norgay got a medal. The history of zoos. People have always wanted to know more about animals. Very many years ago, the Chinese emperor made the first zoo in his house. His people caught a lot of wild animals, and the emperor began to show them to his guests. The first European zoo opened its doors to people in Paris in 1793. The zoo was so popular that other countries started to open zoos too. The first Russian zoo was in Moscow. The Moscow Zoo started to show animals to people in 1864. The first collection of animals was not big. The zoo had 200 wild animals and 100 pets. The Russian emperor and his relatives presented some animals to the first zoo: an elephant, a zebra, and other wild African animals. They also gave the zoo money. Russian zoologists bought wild animals from other zoos or caught them in different parts of the world and brought them to Moscow. Today, there are a lot of animals in the Moscow Zoo. The zoo shows the animals to people, protects rare animals, and also teaches people to love animals.
Mom, yesterday I saw a film about Russia.
Did you like it?
Yes, very much. I learned how Russian people lived many centuries ago. Forests were very important for them because they built their houses of wood. Another interesting fact is that they never made big stone castles or roads of stone.
Really? Kate's holidays. Kate decided to spend her holidays with her grandmother in a village. The village was situated on a high hill near a wide and deep river. The grandmother's house was surrounded by a nice garden. The garden separated it from the street. The climate was mild there, but in the morning it was usually foggy.
Lucy lost Mummy's note. Listen to what she is saying and choose the correct answers.
Tom, Pussy, don't be so lazy. The weather is fine. Let's go for a walk. It's good for you. Charlie, dear, it's time for lunch. I've had soup and chicken, and you'll have some fruit. Apples are good for your teeth, you know. Ken, don't be naughty. I can't catch you. You're so dirty. I'll wash and brush you, dear. Oh, dear. Those pets are so silly. Charlie is surprised, Tom is sad, and Ken is angry. And I'm so tired. I've had the busiest day in my life.
Lucy's day. Lucy's day begins at 8 a.m. when Lucy wakes up. She always washes her face, brushes her teeth with a toothbrush, and brushes her hair in the morning. After this, she brushes Charlie. She catches Ken in the afternoon. She pulls Tom's tail in the evening. At 9 p.m., Lucy pushes Tom to its bed and goes to sleep. This is the end of Lucy's very busy day.
Jenny's Uncle Willie is a TV reporter. His TV show for children is called My Questions, Your Answers. Listen to the text and say what famous people they are talking about.
Dear friends, welcome to our show, My Questions, Your Answers. And this is my first question. When and by whom was the first telephone made?
It was made by Alexander Bell from Scotland in 1786.
You're not quite right.
Did it happen in 1876?
Yes, you are right. And what were the first words said by Bell over the phone?
He asked his friend, Mr. Watson, to come to him.
Well done. Mr. Bell said, Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you. And this is my new question. When was the first mobile phone made?
In 1973. It was made by Martin Cooper from the Motorola Company. The first mobile phone weighed around 2 kilograms, and its battery could work only for 10 minutes.
That's right. And you are the winner today.
Vanya, do you have the Boys' Brigade in Russia?
No, we don't, but there are some organizations for young people in Russia.
Can you explain how they work?
In summer, a lot of camps for children are opened from the east to the west and from north to the south of Russia.
What do they do there?
They organize different sports activities for children, teach them to put tents fast, go hiking, and go camping. I can send you my composition about them, which I wrote for the school project.
The Life of Gerald Durrell. Gerald Durrell was born in India on the 7th of January, 1925. There were 3 boys and a girl in the family. Gerald was the youngest child. His childhood was happy. When Gerald became older, he traveled around to many parts of the world to find animals for zoos and make films about them. Gerald Durrell married his wife in 1951. Then he began to write books about animals because the family needed money. In 1959, Durrell founded a zoo on the British island of Jersey. Gerald Durrell died many years ago, but his zoo has become very popular. Today, more than 1,000 different animals live in the zoo. Many centuries ago, strong and brave people lived in Russia. On their lands, there were large forests and beautiful rivers. In the north, south, east, and west of Russian lands, people had different national traditions. They lived in villages and in towns.